Imagine you are born to a poor family, in a small village, in a conquered country. In that village, there's a well in the center. You need to fetch water from it daily. By all definitions, you are weak and powerless. You've witnessed your country be invaded and suppressed, your people humiliated, and your stomach empty. Now imagine by the time you were 36 years old, you became the supreme ruler of your country. The well that you drank from was now revered as a sacred site. Even after your death, your image, your name, and your legacy are embedded in the culture and society of your nation. This is the story of the DPRK. Korea has had a history of being a puppet for many, many years, constantly being controlled by bigger and more imperial nations. Kim would arguably be the first to change that. Kim Il-sung was born on April 15, 1912, near Pyongyang. His original name was Kim Song-ju. His parents were anti-Japanese activists who fled to Manchuria when he was only a child. He grew up in poverty and hardship, belonging to one of Korea's lowest classes. But this did not stop his big dreams and ambitions. In 1926, when he was 14 years old, Kim founded an underground organization called Down with Imperialism Union. He became interested in Marxism and joined a communist youth group at age 17. He also met his first love and future wife, Kim Jong-suk, who was also a guerrilla fighter against Japan. In 1931, he joined the anti-imperialist Chinese Communist Party. He adopted the name Kim Il-sung, which means become the sun, after a legendary Korean resistance fighter. He was so brave and charismatic that he earned the nickname General Kim amongst his comrades. In 1935, he joined the Northeast Anti-Japanese United Army. This was his first step towards true power. He rose through the ranks and became a commander of several hundred men. He led several successful attacks against Japanese forces and gained popularity among his comrades. In 1940, he and his unit were forced to flee to the Soviet Union after Japan intensified its crackdown on guerrillas. He joined the Soviet Army as a major and fought against Nazi Germany during World War II. He received military training and political education from Soviet officers. He also joined the local Communist Party. He learned Russian and enjoyed vodka. After Japan surrendered in 1945, Korea was divided into two zones. And guess who was put in charge of the northern half? When he returned to North Korea with other Soviet-trained officers, he established a provisional government under Soviet influence. He became a first premier of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or the DPRK for short, and the chairman of the Korean Workers' Party, the KWP. Kim still had big ambitions and wanted to reunify Korea under his rule, and launched an invasion of South Korea in 1950. Sparking the Korean War, he faced fierce resistance from UN forces led by the United States. He was saved by massive Chinese intervention that pushed the UN forces to near where they started. The war ended with an armistice in 1953, but no peace treaty was signed, and the two Koreas remain technically at war until today. Now this is where things get interesting. Do you remember all those old Soviet officers that joined Kim when he first established Korea? Those guys? Yeah, he killed all of them. By purging his rivals and creating a cult of personality around himself, he and his family promoted a nationalist ideology called Juche, or self-reliance that rejected foreign influence, emphasized independence, and most importantly, loyalty. To remain truly independent, he developed a nuclear weapons program, despite international sanctions and pressure. What this did, however, was make it so that the US couldn't stomp on his ground, or, well, he threatened nukes. He also initiated several economic plans that failed to improve living standards, but we don't need to talk about that. Yeah. Kim died on July 8, 1994, at age 82 from a heart attack while visiting his residence in Gyeongsang County. His body was preserved in a memorial called the Palace of the Sun, where millions of North Koreans pay homage every year. He was declared eternal president of North Korea by his son, Kim Jong-il, who succeeded him as his leader until his own death in 2011. Now, Kim Il-sung's grandson, Kim Jong-un, is currently ruling over North Korea as the supreme leader.
위대한 노, 땅을 치며 먹노아 울고 있습니다. 인민 대중의 자주위협을 위하여 한평생을 바쳐오셨으며 생애 마지막 순간까지 조국의 융성 소명과 인민의 행복을 위하여 타의 통일과 세계의 자주화를 위하여